Shalom, brethren. Just wanted to bring you a quick video on tarrying and being patient in these times as the beginning of Jacob's trouble gets started. The Lord storing up anger, one nation towards another. And it seems like he's trying to sift out people for their judgment. So this video goes out to the elect, the apostles, and the elect sincere brethren who are teaching this truth from the scriptures that have 100% truth and knowledge. So I just want to give all praises Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, double honors, like the scriptures say, double honors to the apostles who in their teachings are sincere in heart, and to the brethren who are sincere in their heart and diligently seeking to be edified through one another, and who want to edify and push the truth out in the scriptures through either the unicorn, the internet, or who get out there physically in the streets and fight the good fight of faith. So, you know, like I say, this is just a quick flick that my son and I want to been wanting to put out a video. So this one should be about goes out, like I say, to the brethren in hopes, prayers and hopes that we all stay calm and remain calm and collect and stay in the scriptures, because we know through the scriptures it said that we can find relief in these scriptures as long as we put Yahweh Shai first and these scriptures first. Then we know all this stuff that we hear and we see has to happen. So I just want to start off with a book in Revelations, because it seems like we in them times now, you know. Chapter 1, verse 1, the revelation of Yahweh Shai, which Yahweh gave unto him. His Father gave this to the Son, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And we know, like I say, these are those times and those things that must come to pass. Famine, wars, killings, Jacob's trouble. But like I say, if we tarry and wait on the Lord, he'll deliver us. He'll deliver those nations that we're upset with and angry upon, and who deserve to be either put back in slavery or who deserve the judgment of the wrath of the Yahweh Shai. He'll give us those nations. So once again it says, the revelation of Yahweh Shai, which Yahweh gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bear record of the word of Yahweh and of the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and all the things that he saw. So those things which he saw were the things that were to happen, and those things that he saw were in this time, and the things that are happening now. But we can't retaliate and take matters or the law into our own hands. We have to tarry and wait for Yahweh Shai, wait for Yahweh to give word, Yahweh Shai to come down out of them clouds with his angels, hopefully rise us up, the elect. Hopefully we are the elect. If we have an understanding of this truth, there's a good chance we can be part of the elect and the rebuilding of the kingdom, as long as we do abide by the laws and do what Yahushua said, and that is to tarry and wait for him. Otherwise, we're no good and can't do his works, can't do anything for him. Now, this is chapter 2, Revelation 2 and 9. It says, I know I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And we're rich because we're part of this blessing, part of this truth, part of this edification Yahushua has given us through each other. Steel sharpens steel. So we are rich, even though we're going through these tribulations, watching our brothers, our people get killed and shot down, watching the so-called white man act a fool, act any old kind of way, beating women down, beating children, stealing stuff, getting away with murder. That's all part of this poverty that and tribulation that we're going through. But thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. The 10-day part, I don't necessarily know what that means. Maybe that's just a number of he uses for completion or fullness. But some of us are going to be cast into jail, into tribulation, in a way that would seem unfair or just unright, like when cops can brutally beat down people, shoot them down, and not be held accountable for it. For an example, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. That crown of life will be the repercussions that, or the sword, so to speak, that he might give us in the day of his arrival, you know. But we might have to, even until death, go through this mess and this shit here on this earth. You know, I always tell my family and myself, I remind myself when I look out at the trees and I see the green and the sky and the earth, I hear the birds and the animals, and I see what I see. You know, even though the earth is sick and diseased, full of toxins and chemtrails and whatnot, you know, it's still a beautiful earth, and the creation that he's made is beautiful. The earth, the plants, everything. It's just that the people create it to be shitty. People always fuck things up, whether it be the earth, the air, the water, the elements, your personal possessions. Leave it up to somebody else to always fuck your shit up, including this earth. All these things are tribulations we go through, and they upset us, you know, but there's nothing we can do but tarry, and those who tarry and wait. You have any, what's that scripture that says, those who wait on me shall, because I have kept the page, I'll always keep it from here's another one, Revelation, what is this, 3 and 10? 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, you know, that hour of temptation can mean a lot of things, but ultimately the accepting or declining of the microchip, which still the so-called white man has yet to come forth with, as he devastates, destroys, and totally obliviates all on earth, including the earth. But see, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, we know we can find comfort in these scriptures and in his word. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So whether them hours be small things that come upon us, like the way we feel, the anger we feel when we watch these videos of people getting shot down, or being in the streets getting pulled over by the cops ourselves, or people stealing from you, or not getting paid from your job when you put in work, or whatever it may be. You know, those you know, instead of getting upset and angry, we should thank Yahushua for the refinement. Because if you ain't going through shit, if you ain't going through nothing, then that would be worse than skating through life and ain't going through shit, because then you would have something to worry about. So what I've tried to do is continue to tell myself, the Spirit teaching me, tell myself, and I pass on to my family and my brethren, those of you out there who want to hear. When you get upset over the things, now that you're a changed man, you get upset over those things that upset you. Now that we are changed men through the Spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, we don't respond with anger, violence. The best thing you can do is go to this book and dive in and start reading. That's where you find your comfort, your security. It releases that anger instantly. Don't react to the things you see visually. When you get upset, no matter what the case, come and get into these scriptures so that you can be edified and released, and then appreciate the refinement that the Lord is putting us through, and appreciate that you're going to be the solid gold nugget after all the shit burn off. So I just wanted to make a short video. Son, you have anything you want to add?
No.
Not one scripture?
No.
Find a scripture, man, to add. Look through your highlights. Find something through the Spirit will lead you that you can speak on. Beautiful scriptures, man. This is beautiful to be part of. Here's Revelation 14:3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts, and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and unto the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High. That's plain and simple. Plain and simple. It's a blessing to be part of this, brethren. And I really appreciate you guys' efforts, the apostles. If you watch this video, just know we got much love for you and blessings. You guys are always in our blessing, in our prayers. I pray every day on my knee, because it say, and every knee shall bow. I pray on my knees for you guys like family, that we all be kept in and delivered. You find something, son?
Yeah, I got one. It's Psalms 119 and 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live.
That's deep right there, man. That is deep. That's beautiful. So like I say, the bottom line is, brethren, is to not react, but to just remember, go to the scriptures for your relief, and know that Yahushua is on his way with the sword of redemption, and payback gonna be a bitch. And hopefully it ain't gonna be on my head, my sons, my families, or any of y'all. And with that, till next time, all praises Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Like I say, double honors to the apostles. And you brothers that are out there who are sincere pushing this truth. Our prayers go to all y'all. And Shalom.